Okay, so this little lot is from Equita. Now, I actually stopped paying council tax back in March because basically I utilised some evidence that we were actually funding a terrorist organisation. So I sent them a declaration of sovereignty and that I was going to put the funds that we were going to utilise for council tax into a trust as long as they could provide the evidence that they were no longer committing acts of terrorism. And they obviously didn't like that. They then pursued me through the courts using a summons, which I rejected and sent back to the court. They then issued a liability order against me. Now I know liability orders stopped being issued in 2003 because they had no lawful, they weren't lawful. So I then utilised a DSAR, which is a data subject access request, which I then sent to the court and to the council because the notification came from the council that they'd been granted a liability order from the court. Obviously, because it has my information on it and my details on it, I'm allowed a copy of it. So I sent a DSAR to the court, a DSAR to the council. They did not respond. They have 30 days to respond, but thus proving that there is no liability order in place. However, that did not stop them selling my data onto this company. And then what's happened then is they've issued removal notices and other notices. Now, what they've done is one of these is for non-domestic, which is this one under the 77. For 1,000 and odd pound, then it goes up to 1,400 pound. It's down at 1,200 pound, and then 1,500 pound. And the other one is the interesting job number, which is a double 44 on the end. Now this is £2,704.90, but that is for the total amount for non-domestic, because I have a shop, and for domestic. So it's like, well, you can go away. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the special delivery trick. I'm going to go onto company's house and find, using the registration number somewhere down here in the bottom. I can't see it because I've not got my glasses on, but I'm going to go and find each name of each director, and then I'm going to use the special delivery trick in order to send this back, each one of these back to each director, and I'm going to include a fee schedule, which you're going to see shortly. Now on this one's a fee schedule. Now I used to put these in, and basically it's just so that you can issue a claim against them at court if you choose to do so and start playing their game, but I've no interest in doing anything of the sort. But I've included this anyway, so you can screenshot that now and have a good read through it and have a laugh. So here we go, this is the final part, and this is what I do. Penny stamp, special delivery sticker from the actual post office. Go online, find the company's house registration number at the bottom of their documents, put it in on a Google search engine, go to directors or people on the actual filing list, sorry, people, and then scroll down to the officers that are actually current. And then you can send it to them. I've also chosen to send it to the data protection officer just in case, because they're the ones that normally control the data that's on their systems, and hopefully they get an answer. Now, some of you may have noticed on the actual screenshot that I posted, or the fee schedule, that it mentions legal name fraud. Now, if you don't know what legal name fraud is, it's basically that when you are born, there is a corporation created at your birth, and that name of that corporation is basically what your parents or your mother and your father gave you, and as such, because that name is registered, it is copyrighted by the Crown. Now, if you don't know what that means, so be it. But it is copyrighted by the Crown, and as such, if you use the legal name, it is illegal to use that name. So these parasites are basically enriching themselves off that, but ultimately it's fraud. You are aiding and abetting in multiple crimes: sex trafficking, slavery, paedophilia, war, murder, genocide, every time you use that name. Sorry, but that's the truth. I've been doing a lot of research recently, and I found a channel called Kate Gaia, Kate space GAIA. I would advise people go and have a look at that on YouTube. if it's still available.